Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Anubhav. If you have already subscribed to my channel, press the bell icon to get the latest updates. In today's class, we are continuing with CBSE Class 10 Sample Paper 2021-22 French Term 2, the subjective paper. And this is the part 4. And in today's video, we are going to discuss the grammar section, which carries 15 marks in the Term 2 paper. Okay, 15, 1-5. Fine. So let's start with the third section of your sample paper. Also, a point to be noted that this sample paper belongs to CBSE. I am just discussing the solution here. In this column, I will be mentioning all the prerequisites videos. Okay, like number 1 is a tenses questions, right? So I'm simply writing tenses, whichever tenses appearing in while discussing this sample paper, I will be putting the link of that tense in the description box. Okay, and all the other grammar concepts also I will be putting their links in the description box. Fine. And yes, I will be adding the questions as well, directly taken from the sample paper in the description box for reference. Okay. So question number 3 as per the sample paper is the first question of the grammar section. Now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts, and you need to attempt any 5. Okay, so question number 3 we are starting, and yeah, question number 3 is compulsory to be attempted. Okay, from question number 3 out of 7, any 5 can be attempted. Conjugate les verbes entre parenthèses. Conjugate the verbs between the brackets. Fine. Fill in the blanks. They are in the form of fill in the blanks. You have the verb. You need to decide that in which form that verb should be conjugated. And with which subject. Okay. Oh, subject is already there. It's just that you need to write the correct conjugation in correct verb tense. Okay, in correct tense. So, first one. Dash, s'il te plaît, il est déjà très tard. Se coucher is the verb, which means to sleep. To go to bed, to be exact. To sleep is dormir. To go to bed. So, there's no subject before the blank. And then there's s'il te plaît, indicating what? Imperative, right? So, imperative form. With which subject? With the, tu, right? So, in the first blank, 3a, it would be couche-toi. Imperative of se coucher, okay. Go to bed, please. It is already very late. Second, Decker, Nathalie, dash, se dîner, elle ira se promener dans le jardin. Okay, so Decker is there in part 1, and in the next part we have futur sample indicating what, that the blank should be conjugated with what? Futur anterior, right? Like, yeah, so like Nathalie, as soon as she takes her dinner, she will be going for a walk in the garden, right? So, prendre is the verb in futur anterior with third person singular aura pris. Futur simple of auxiliary verb plus past participle. See. We have avant de dash dans la salle de classe, tu dois saluer le professeur. Saluer is the verb which means to greet or to salute. Okay. So before dash, before sortie is the verb, before moving out of the class, you must greet the professor. So before, like when the verb is there coming after avant de, après de, right, we write in infinitive form, right? So avant de sortir, infinitive form. Okay. Number D, we have quand les filles dash au club, les garçons jouer au football au parc. So when the girls danser is the verb, danced in the club, the boys played a football in the park. So, danser. Okay. Danser. imperative. Like it's not like a one-time event in the past, right? It's not sorry, not imperative, empathy. For this one is imperative, this one is empathy. So imperfect tense, right? Now it's not like a one-time event, isn't it? That's like when the girls were dancing in the club, the boys were playing football in the park. Simple. E part. Le professeur vient entrer. Okay, I read the answer. Le professeur dash, il y a 2 minutes. The professor, it's been 2 minutes. When he entrer is the verb, so just entered passé récent, right? Vient. When he present tense conjugation plus the plus infinitive of the verb. F part. Avant hier, day before yesterday, Max, the word is the verb, travailler jusqu'à minuit. So day before yesterday, Max must have worked till the midnight. Okay, devoir, to be must, right? So passé composé with Max, it's a one-time event in the past. So a due. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right. Hier soir, yesterday evening, later fee dash devant le petit coin café. Petit coin café, small coffee corner. Okay. So, the two girls stopped in front of the small coffee corner. So, arrêtez. Ce sont passé composé. Arrêtez with an extra E and then S because the subject is feminine plural and the auxiliary verb is être. So you need to follow the agreement. Right? Question number 3 is over. Nice. Now out of question number 4, 5 and 6, these 3 questions don't have an internal choice. They all have 5 parts, and if you are attempting 4, you need to attempt the whole 4. If you are attempting 5, you need to attempt the whole question, right? But out of these 4, 5 and 6, out of these 3, you can attempt any 2. You are supposed to attempt any 2. It's not like you can. You are supposed to attempt any 2. Right? So 5 plus 5 plus 5. 15. Like grammar section takes the most marks in the term 2 paper, right? Like 5 was comprehension, I guess, and then right, 15 plus 10 plus 10, 5, yeah, 15 marks. So grammar section is carrying the maximum weightage. Nice. Question number 4. Let's start discussing. Direct indirect speech. Okay. So the sentence, if in the question it is given in direct speech, then you need to convert to indirect. And that if in the question it's indirect speech, then you need to convert it to direct. So direct and indirect speech, you must watch. The videos are there on my channel. So question number 4, part A. La mère dit à son enfant de se lever tôt le matin. In the question, we have indirect speech. Now we need to write indirect speech, right? So, la mère said to her son, oh, sorry, I was writing in this thing. What? Indirect. Lève-toi. Right. Like se lever, written in infinitive. When we use infinitive, when we are doing the indirect form of imperative. Right. So, lève-toi. Early tôt le matin. Early in the morning. I hope le matin will be visible in the recording. Okay. Imperative statement, you can add exclamation here. I need to wrap it off. I have no option. Question number 4, B. We have Max demande à son ami, tes parents parlent-ils français? So it's an inversion. Okay, when it's inversion, direct in indirect form, what we will do? We will use C, right? So Max demande à son ami si ses parents. Tes parents will become ses parents because we are doing indirect, from direct to indirect, right? Ses parents parlent français. And when we are doing indirect, then the inversion is gone, right? It becomes like normal, verb after and subject before. Okay. So, parle français. Wait, the C is looking a bit unclear. Yeah, français. We have C part. La vendeuse demande au client, qu'est-ce que vous désirez? When there is qu'est-ce que, in indirect form, what do we use? Ce que, right? So, please write full statements in your exam, and also question numbering is very important. La vendeuse demande au client ce qu'il désire. There's a mistake I have done deliberately. Can you recognize what's that? It's a minor mistake. The mistake is that I have written QUE. It should be QU apostrophe because the next word becomes with a vowel. Ce qu'il, right? La vendeuse demande au client ce qu'il désire. Simple. Vous will become il, right? Indirect speech. D part. Où vas-tu? Lui demande le professeur. Where did you go? Ask him, the professor. Okay. So, now it's a question. So, le professeur lui demande où il va. Inversion will be gone and où will be there. Right. Oh, sorry. No question mark. In indirect, no question mark. Oh, should I just rub it off? Wait. La vendeuse au client. I will rub it after 2 minutes. Okay. Which part are we to discuss now? E part? Yes. La touriste dit au guide, je vais visiter les endroits historiques. So the tourist said to the guide, I want to visit the historical places. Okay, so E part we have la touriste dit au guide qu'il va visiter. When the subject is changing, of course, the conjugation will also change, right? Il va visiter. Now it's a declarative statement, so we'll be using que. Il va visiter, that he would like to visit les endroits touristiques. Simple. This completes your question number 4. Now I have to rub it off in entirety. Moving to question number 5 as per the sample paper. What do we have next? Trouvez la question. Yeah, trouvez la question. Forming questions. Okay, fine. Les règles de grammaire sont difficiles à mémoriser. So the rules of grammar are difficult to memorize. The words on which you need to form the questions are already underlined. Okay, so the work becomes much easier. So you need to form a question for les règles de grammaire. So the question should be what? What is difficult to memorize? So, qu'est-ce qui est difficile? Qu'est-ce qui, what is difficult à mémoriser? Question mark. Trouvez la question you are doing. Question mark is compulsory, of course. You are forming a question, right? And the question in written form needs to have a question mark at the end, isn't it? B part. La robe est en coton. The dress is of cotton, right? The question will be what? The dress is of what? Of what the dress is, right? So, en quoi, of what is the dress? And the answer, the dress is of cotton. Trouvez la question. I have a video on it. In fact, 2 videos now. One is a revision video, and in one I'm discussing the concept. So those links will also be provided in the description box. C part. Nous y allons en voiture. We went there by car. Now, the pronoun E is there, isn't it? Now E is there. Now you can be creative. You can write any place, au cinéma, au restaurant, à l'école. Right. As for this, this thing, marking scheme of the sample paper, it's given école, à l'école, right? But it's E, so you can write any place, isn't it? C part. Now the answer is with nous, so the question needs to be with vous. Comment allez-vous à l'école? Okay? Question mark. How did you go to school? How do you go to school? Next we have Jean achète parce que c'est son anniversaire. So I bought it because it's his birthday. Okay. Again, pronoun is there, so you can write anything. As for this sample paper's marking scheme, it's given des fleurs. Now it's beginning with en, so it's quite obvious that you should be using a partitive article before the object, whatever object you're writing, right? Because it's en, isn't it? So, Jean, oh sorry, I'm writing the question here. How not so good. Wait. One more thing I need to say. Parce que, because is there in the answer. So question will be what? Why? Pourquoi? Pourquoi? Achètes-tu des fleurs? Okay, next E part. We have c'est une actrice indienne. It is this is an Indian actress. So who is it? Right? Qui est? For persons if we are to ask who is this, then qui est? Simple, very easy. This is also done. Now question number 6. Again I need to wrap it off. I'm rubbing off the above too, because in that much space, next question will be done. Because I am not going to write the whole statement, because you are just to replace the noun with the pronoun. And but in your exam it will be more preferred that you write the whole statement, since it's a subjective paper, right? And for next video, the prerequisite will be pronoun possessive. Amazing. Last question. Question number 6. We have remplacé les mots soulignés par les pronoms possessifs. We replace the words underlined by the possessive pronouns. Okay. First one. 6A. Tu sais, mes cheveux sont plus longs que tes cheveux. You know, my hair are more long than your hairs. Okay. So, tes cheveux we need to replace. Now, tes cheveux. Pronoun will be what? Yours. Right. Cheveux. Masculine singular. Right. So, tia and les tia. Right. And why tia? Because it's tes cheveux. Te. T-E-S. The adjective possessive for tu. That is given an indication that which subject's pronoun you need to put. Right. And the indication of the nature, whether feminine or masculine, whether singular or plural, that you will be getting from the noun itself. Right. Cheveux is masculine plural. So, oh, I am not writing the whole statement. Come on. So I am writing like this. Que les tia. Okay, you need to write it full. I am writing like this because I am discussing the answers here. Right. Next one. We have what? Je cherche mon sac et vous cherchez dash. Votre sac. So I am searching my bag. You search your bag. You search yours. Right? Sac. Masculine singular. La votre. Cherchez la vôtre. Okay. Like pronoun possessive determined by what? The subject and like the subject to which the noun is to have the subject which is having the possession of the noun with which we are replacing the pronoun. Replacing with the pronoun, right? And the nature of the object, the noun. Whether masculine or feminine, whether singular or plural, that thing. C part, we have Mireille m'a donné son adresse et je lui ai donné mon adresse. So, mon adresse, 4 options, le mien, les miens, les mienne, la mienne, right? And address is feminine, singular, so la mienne. D part, we have tu aimes ta petite voiture jaune et ils adorent leur voiture. You like your small yellow car and they like their car. So leur voiture, they like theirs. Leur voiture singular object, so la leur. Feminine singular, la leur. Adore, la leur. Okay. And then the last one, E part, we have il a trouvé sa valise. Valise is a suitcase. Où avez-vous votre valise? I don't know, my handwriting is just... Okay, mettre. M-I-S, mettre, to keep, right. So I have found my suitcase. Where have you kept yours? Suitcase, where have you kept yours? La vôtre. Me? La vôtre. Okay. Yes. So, this ends your sample paper. Not technically, because we are left with 2 writing questions which I will be taking up within 1 or 2 weeks. And yeah, otherwise this sample paper is over. So, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Untitled. And if you have any doubt or suggestion, you may write that in the comment section below. You will also like my Facebook page by the same name, Untitled. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Au revoir, n'oubliez pas que la langue française est l'amour.